Hi everybody, welcome back to Surroundead episode 8 with me, Sid. We're back down here. I've just bladed the coyotes down there because I spawned back in at this point anyway. I'm not entirely sure what that is, so I'm going to set you to be those because there's an annoying bug with the things. These various updates have happened. So the loot in theory is better. You can go up there, that's a thing, and that can just get out of the way and we'll consume you, and that will stay for now. So really, I mean, at the moment, there's the... Have I still not got a GPS? I've still not got a GPS, have I? I think we really need to try and address the GPS problem. And I believe that the police stations, so Airfield Police Station, that police station there perhaps, I don't know whether there's any more police stations, that might be one. They are probably our best bet for a GPS. It's either that or residential. In fact, we could just put residential to the test, couldn't we? Because we're down here, this is a zombie-free town with lots of houses in it. So I am going to, I think, relatively quickly, try and just sweep through this place and just see if we can't find... I need to worry about zombies, so I can quick search. Or, ooh, a lunchbox. Now that is potentially very nice. I've been looking for one of those for a while. So we can do, you know, useful stuff like that needs to go up in my wallet. You'll probably need to get rid of some of those. That can go in there. That actually needs to go in there. A lot of this is garbage, but you know, doesn't really matter. Money goes in there. Okay. Lunchbox, very handy. We'll put the money away as well. I know this is very dark, but given that I'm not worried about enemies, I'll stick you in for cells, and you can go in there. Because this is a zombie-free town, it's one of the few zombie-free towns. In fact, I think it's the only zombie-free town that I'm aware of. Boop. Then we can be a little bit reckless. Alright. And get some bits and pieces going. But that lunchbox I'm really happy with. That's one of my... Oh, hello, there's another shop. But these are not going to give me... By the way, I know these are not going to give me GPSs, that's the thing. But we'll try these houses out. We'll try any residential bits and pieces. I'll salvage this as well, just because we can. Oh man, it's so slow. But that metal is always valuable. So there's been a few updates, as I understand it. I haven't got so I think things like those will go in that box, for example. Oh, the repair kits go in there as well. Cool. That's nice to know. That's scrap. Let's just drop that and drop that. We'll pop those up out of the way, and that out of the way as well, and that out of the way. That strangely, the can, which is still a crafting ingredient, does not go in the hofer. But we have got quite a bit of storage, so that's fine. We can think. So in terms of what I was planning to do today, well, I'll be brutally honest, I didn't have any significant plans. Oh, another helicopter crashing in the valley. Rice. you can go in there. What I was thinking briefly about doing, and I will say briefly about doing, was maybe doing the airport. But I think that might not be a brilliant idea. I could do with some bigger magazines for my primary assault weapon. But these are, if anywhere, well, can always flog it. I'm not worried about that. Come on. Nope. Just one GPS. It seems to be, apparently the rarity has... We got a compass, which we can sell, so that's the thing. Don't really want any of the rest of it though. That's going to be food and drink, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Why are you not stacked? Oh, because that's why. Okay, that's fine. Not really getting much out of these, but we'll see how we go. Moving forward. Alright, next house over. Worst case scenario, we get nothing. This is going to be food and drink again, isn't it? It is. Nothing. Nothing. Wow. Disappointing. Just a GPS would be so useful right now. My first playthrough of this update, the 070, yeah, found GPS practically immediately. This playthrough, can't find one for love nor money. So, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, clothing cupboard. If I was really going into the base building, then I'd probably grab some of that. But again, we're not going to. I don't think we're going to be pushing that aspect of this playthrough. So, right, we've got this and the fire station. If the fire station hasn't got, I mean, a fire station would be a prime candidate really for GPS. You'd think, wouldn't you? Really. But then we'll try the police stations because that's an obvious one. I really don't care about any of that. And I'm trying not to be a complete loot goblin. And, you know, just take absolutely everything that oh, that fits in there. Cool. I'll take a grab about though. Loot goblins kicked in again. Because you end up just carrying a whole load of stuff that you end up selling, which is in itself not a problem. We'll definitely have the gaffer tape and the rope. You see, I told you, yeah, I say I'm not going to be a loot goblin, and then my inner loot goblin manifests, and there is no way that I can turn down loot. It's fundamentally not part of my psyche. Right to the point. They see random might be a good point as well, but just one GPS, that's all we want. One little GPS. Some money. I'm not worrying about the lighting. I don't really need fuel. I've got so much. Desk. We'll take the ammo. And we'll take all of that as well. A little bit of trash baggage for Benelli. Secure container. Well, we'll stick you in as well. Actually, that goes there. And the oil. The rest can go. Right. So, first stop, back to the airfield police station. Then we'll try the other police station and then we'll try other stuff, I suppose. I really don't know what else to do, but we really want this GPS, and I think we're going to have to fight for it. We're going to have to really go out there and try digging up. Where am I? Oh, I don't know where I am because I haven't got a GPS. Only local knowledge of the map. Now I think that's that industrial and a warehouse. I may actually come back and stop there briefly, but let's get a little bit closer to here and clear out the zombies a bit. I know I pressed reload. Oh, you ducked. Either that or I missed. And I do want to also try and get a hold of, I think it's a CR308, because apparently that has been buffed in this version, or this patch, so it has a little bit more, it has the damage of a sniper rifle rather than the damage that it had previously of, realistically, a little crafty bit of ammo. So I think it was more like a 7.62 in its kind of damage profile. I'm just going to go and grab this iron, this metal, just because it's valuable. And if we find a GPS here, then we can probably go and do the airfield. But if we don't, we're going to have to keep pushing. And of course, I am on day 8 of my holiday, so hello. Oh. Can I just put you into single fire, please? Yeah, I don't like these little 30 round mags. I really would prefer something with a little bit more capacity. But we'll loot the zombies quickly just because they will sometimes have useful stuff. Mainly ammo, to be honest. For some reason the radio ads are carrying first aid this time around. Okay, nice and quiet, he says. Then he heard movement. Well, let's make a noise. If we can't attract a few zombies. Oh, I just wanted that actually. That. Oh, okay. Are you full? Oh, you're full. Okay, that's the thing then. Oh, come on, somebody somewhere has got some inventory space. However, I would like to get rid of you. And I've got a military secure container. That should be good for some storage capacity, surely. Hello? Anybody there? No, no, no. Okay, all good. Right, we'll read and keep. See if we can fit you in. We can. Okay, all good. Another residential. Read and keep. I think that's industrial. No, that's trash. But again, it's random, so there's a good chance that there's an equal chance that. Oh, no, not that one. Let's do this. Don't want to leave you behind. Don't care about post-it notes. Actually, no, I'm lying. Everybody cares about post-it notes. I don't know what it is about post-it notes, but they end up in, certainly in my case, every desk that I ever work at has a pile of post-it notes somewhere about on it. Right, let's have a look at the military locker. And again, maybe you'd expect a GPS to be part of a military loot table. A knife, military respirator, an MP5 mag, and some 9mm. I don't think really much of any of that is stuff that I want. Now let's just speed it up, shall we? Again, I'm kind of banking on body armor. They'll go in. I'll take the ammo, but really not finding the stuff we want. I'm fairly certain this is zombie free, so let's no. Double bed and tracky pants, so engage my inner. Oh, machete, but I don't really need it. Oh, we've got a skill up as well. I actually do need to spend some level points, so we'll probably do that in a moment, if I remember. Up first. Fire axe. Really, nothing, is there? It's being disappointing again. It's got to be said. But we've still got downstairs, so that's, you know, there's still possibilities. Not bothering. New. I've looted all of that. Don't think there was much down here. There's a safe. Which was, no, I've only got 5 lockpicks. That is surprising. Need to address that one. Random junk pile. With random junk in it, I suppose. That's kind of what you expect, isn't it? Yeah, but really not finding what I need. So I think I've got to try that industrial up the road. That's my next go-to. I will see you when we get up there. Alright, first things first. Sweep and clear at range. I think there's an acidic zombie over there. At least I think I saw what looked like the particles of an acidic. Now we've actually not raided this bit at all. It's huge, you know, it's more of a, I suppose, a fairly lightweight target. I would have sworn yeah, there is an acidic in there. Let's see if we can't flush them out, or at least find an angle on them. Why do you have to be inside? That's just so inconsiderate. Where are you? How do I get an angle on you? Or do I just wait until you come out? I really don't know. But you're still inside, I think. Up there. Well, if there were any more, they would have been there by now. So I think we're clear. No, we're not. Deaf undead sprinter. Oh, hello. I will not turn that down if I can find somewhere to put it. Make a noise. Still not finding the thing. I don't know what plastic's for, and I think it might be one of those things you use for making like storage crates, stuff like that. 762. No. I'll take the 308. I'll take the nails, because they're always pricey to make. I think they've rebalanced the actual recipes for those as well, so you get more nails for a stainless steel sheet and stuff like that, which probably needed doing. I think it was certainly yeah, battery. I suppose I could swap you out for that. I mean, you know, if I'm going to leave it, I might as well leave the depleted one. Right, what we got in here? Oat or note? That's just going to be food, isn't it? Or crafting supplies, which I'm not going to worry about. GPS, no. Damn you. Give me a bloody GPS, you git. I mean, I know I'm not going to find them in food and drink, but... Oh, that was a good point. Yeah, we were going to have a look at skills, weren't we? Because I've got 13 points now. Deathbringer, or once each life one. Help will be added. Okay, we've got combat roll, critical hitter. We'll take that for definite. We'll definitely do demo expert. We'll take combat roll. And we'll do that. I've got 3 points left, which I don't have. What is roll? I can't remember what roll is. Nope. Controls. What's combat roll? It's not something I've actually really used. C. Okay. Maybe it's something I should use, but it's not something I have used. Okay. So we are here. There's various buildings at a junction. There's a large industrial complex. That could be interesting. Let's kind of do this, and we'll maybe get a few of these things on the map marked, because otherwise, you know, it's I'm just revisiting sites that I've used a lot. We've also got the laptop we could throw out as well. That because you know, getting nicer weapons and stuff would also be nice, but I'm just going to leave that there for now. Yeah, alright, I'll see you in a moment. Alright, well, we're at this various buildings one, and there is an emergency drop here, which is actually quite nice. Didn't have anything in it, but it is actually quite nice. The last bit we haven't searched is in here. I still haven't found a GPS, and I'm beginning to wonder whether I ever will. This, by the way, in gaming terms, is considered the resigned to failure technique, where I sit there and suggest that I'm giving up on the idea of ever getting a GPS, in the hope of conning the game into going, all right, well, if you're giving up on it, we might as well give you one. Contrary to all popular narrative, the game is not complying. Let me just have a look at the map. Did I... Again, you see, nothing. I don't know where the infestations are. I don't know where things, because I've got no GPS, so, you know, kind of makes sense that I don't know where anything is. Now, up here, if I'm not mistaken, there is the police convoy and then some residential. So, we probably want to just pop the heads off of those fellas. I'll drive up, I think we can, and then we can try the residential further up. Oh, there's still one. Again, always get into the habit of reloading. It's amazing how much it will save your life. And again, I kind of think, you know, the loot tables would suggest that maybe you should potentially find this on policemen. Clearly we're not, and I don't even think, other than this trash bag, there's anything here. I don't even think this is one. I do need to have a drink. Let me... get those out of the way, and then we should be able to bin that lot, because I don't really need it. So why is there nothing else here? Is that the whole... Wow, tightwads. And then we've got the little residential up there, which again, I'm kind of at a loss other than just push each and every POI as we come to it, and we'll just kind of rotate round, and when we get to a certain point we will hopefully... Are any of you Uzi? I think you're just all bog standard zombies, aren't you? There's still one left, or I should say there's still at least one left. Oh, there's two. I just saw one out the corner of my eye. Just went round the side of that building. I think... Wow. Oh, thankfully the moon came out. That was good of it. Quick search of the corpses. Quick search of the residential. Oh, hello. Root all. Yeah, we'll take the ammo. And then we can move on to the next place on the map. That's just going to be food. Yeah, I've got so much food it's untrue. Let's just try to be a little bit more selective. There's another lunchbox. See, I've kind of Whether that's just been re-added in, because I've not seen those in the longest time, and then all of a sudden they start appearing, which, you know, is a little sus. But still... Oh, look at that. Look. There's a medical airdrop over there. There's a crashed military helicopter. That is not, I think that's an abandoned camp. Oh, the icons have all updated. There's an abandoned camp. We're here. We have got so much more information. Nuclear bomb, patient zero building. Yeah, we're starting to get all the thing. Checkpoint Alpha. We're getting all of the stuff now. And this, another crashed military helicopter over there in... Not Whitewood. I can't remember what that's called. It might be worthwhile heading over to try and clear that, you know. Or... See, this is a bigger clear, and the loot is in an awkward place because it's in the subway. This I've never actually cleared, to be honest. Maybe we could head that way, but I'm inclined to go for this one, just because. So yeah, I mean, there'll be a zombie boss. It'll be a bit of a drive, but I've got to remember where I left my van over there. Right, so from where I am, I need to go kind of back round there and up. I mean, while we're at it, we can keep our eyes open for bandits, coyotes, as in the military people, not, you know, wolves or doggies. And yeah, well, I'm going to push on. I'll come back when we encounter something worth, you know, stopping for. Okay, first distraction on the list is, of course, a bandit encampment, which is usually, oh, that was not the right thing, not as significantly bad. There's one. There's a cat distracting me at the door. It would be really useful. What time is it? Daylight is due any time. I know there's more than 3, that's for certain. And these binoculars are shocking. There should be at least, I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got about 4 at the moment. I'm fairly certain there's more than 4. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7, but I can't get a proper bead on him. Because he's kind of behind the wall there. And I think there's normally in the region of don't mind him, he can come rushing up here all he likes. Oh, I thought you were a rusher. That was a rusher. Oh, come on. My barrel's getting obstructed by the... Hello. Do you care to come and join me, sir? Huh? God, you're just in the wrong place. I mean, it's questionable whether there will be anything of value in... Oh, you swine. You know what? Screw him. Let's just go and get the vehicle and go down there. It's one guy. I can cope with one guy. There might be two. I think I can cope with two. Especially when you're that blind as well. Good grief. Oh, I know. Let me just make sure there's no, all good. Right. There's a couple of bandits on the hill, which we'll just go and loot. And we may not get to do that down this, because I do get distracted. I offer no apologies. This is who I am. I could see those bandits clearly from... yeah, go on, we'll take it. It sells. Ironically, the Russia had a gun, and the... I think I'm going to have to chop that cat's paws off in a minute. I can just hear him rattle, rattle, rattle. Alright. All... Okay, what you got here? Loot all. I will worry about later. We'll worry about stuff later. I want hunting rifle. We'll take your 308. We'll take that. We'll take that. And we'll take your crafting ingredients. And if I can fit it anywhere, I'll take your hunting rifle. I'm looking for the bandit boss. Oh, there you go. That's what we wanted. Another laptop. What we got there? A level 3 key card. A level 2 key card. We can actually start doing something. For the first time, I'm getting... So, hang on. We've got a level 2. We've got we've got 2 level 3s, a whole load of level 0s, and 6 level 1s. And 13 credits. Totally worth it. Right, let's see what you had. Military crate. Again, 5.56 drum mag wouldn't go amiss. Dirty water canteen, not really much use to me. Well, we'll take the 50 BMG. We'll consume that. And if I've got anywhere... I'll do rather that. To be honest... ammo. Loot all. Military supplies. Yeah, nothing. Right. I think that's it. I don't think there's any... Oh, there's a little medical crate there, isn't there? But... So I suppose the big question is, do I bother with the police station? I don't need the GPS now. So, no, let me carry on. I will be back when I find something else to come back for. Of course, now I've found one, I'm going to be finding it everywhere. Git. I stopped off at, I'll show you. Oh God, no. Stupid. That'll teach me to have the G key loaded. Right, let me have a look. Yeah, I've stopped off here at the little drug and gun store. Because I'd still just hit the G key again. Why is the G next to F? The search key is right next to the throw the thing in your grenade slot. Makes no sense. It's silly. Silliness. Let's have a look. So I don't think we're going to find much out of these, but that's all right. I'm not really here. We've got a nice water jug. We'll take you and a water bottle. So that's good. What I'm actually hoping for is a new CR 308 with reroll stats. What I got. Oh, another helicopter has crashed in the valley, though. Do you know what? The pilots in this game are terrible. They're shocking. They really are. They should be shot. Read. Okay, that's fine. Nothing much there. Didn't expect a lot out of this one, if I'm brutally honest, but we'll... And that's not there. And then we can... Picky lock. It's a master locker. Okay. Go. Still need more lockpicks. That's the thing we're going to really have to hold out for. Right. Military locker high tier. If I'm going to find any decent guns, they're going to be around here. A turret. That's not to be sniffed at. There's a CR308 mag. I'm not bothered about a 9mm. I will take you just because. And I'll take you just because. I don't think the CR308 is a particularly rare firearm, so I've certainly found them plenty of times in the past. I'm just not finding them now. We'll stick an ACOG in. Yeah, this is just not playing football, is it? So we are getting closer to up here. There's some things around there. And there's I might head up for this scavenger safe zone first, and then maybe, because I'm conscious of time on this episode, and I think we probably need a little bit of time in that town, so that may be episode 9. So let's head up to the scavenger safe zone, and well, yeah, I can sell some stuff, sort my inventory, buy some stuff, do some stuff, stuff some stuff, and well, you know, just stuff really, and we'll see how we go. But we need to head up along here. Is that crashed in the town? I think it has, hasn't it? Okay. We'll run that one over. I don't mind running the odd one over. I've got repair kits. Yeah, I think that's probably a crash in that town. That's an abandoned camp. Not a huge amount in there. They're reasonable loot, but they're not the greatest loot if you catch my meaning as well. So I think what we need to do is get ourselves on this track, and along here there should be a scavenger safe zone which we can visit. I don't think we've actually even visited this scavenger safe zone before, so that's a bonus. There's a few yeah, that's well provisioned scavenger safe zone. So let's start off with a drink, and then like the t-shirt there. And we got the black market trader guy. We've got some personages. We've got the crafting bench and stuff. We have the supplies trader, and this is the guy who we'll start with. Oh, what are you selling? He's probably not selling anything I want. I may buy. Well, it's got 2556. It's hardly worth the effort, is it? He has got 49 of those. Right, you can have a GPS and you can have some bits and pieces. You can have some of those. You can have that. Nothing in that weapons case. Might as well stick you in there then. That can go into the wallet. What have you got? So I've got several AR-15s which I'd like to compare. You can have that for definite, and you can have the... I've got nothing in that, have I? No. So you can have that. So we've got you. I've also, I think, got another one there. So we've got 3. You can definitely have that. That one I'll keep for now. But you are 44, you're 40, you're 44. Right, that's immediate and simple comparison. You can definitely have that. You can definitely have that. You can have one of those. You can have that. You can have the military plate carrier. You can have all of those. That can go there. You got 2 of them. That's all good. You can have the military stuff in here. Gloves, and a red dot can go in there. Right, now I've also got another AR-15. Got an FN FAL. Got a couple of MP5s. I don't think I'll ever want those. Definitely don't want the 9mm. Don't want the MP5 mag. FN FAL. I mean, I'll keep hold of it for now. It doesn't hurt to keep hold of it. We've got a Benelli M4. I definitely do want one of those. Right, you are 44, 44, 43. You're rubbish. You're 43. Hunting rifle. You can have that. You can have the pump. You can have a pump. You can have a pumpy. I think we're kind of getting to the point where I've probably sold most of what I want to sell. Don't think there was anything in there. Maybe get rid of that actually, and that. Didn't I have a laptop? Yeah, so let's stack you to 3. So then it's between these, which is 21 and 23, 3 and 6%. That's got a slightly higher RPM. I think it's this one we keep. And then that's 45 to 44. So actually, we don't bother with that because this is still the better gun, and we're going to keep you. Yay! We'll keep a spare Spec Ops plate carrier for now, and that's all good. What's in here? Nothing much. In there, nothing really much, is there? In fact, you can go. And you can go. Oh, what did I just do with that? Oh, it's there. Okay. I was going to say, did I just bin that? What am I... Where is that money going? It's in there. Okay, that's fine. Right. Anything I want, I will take that. Just because I go through a lot of it. And rather than using a laptop, we are going to finish off this episode by talking to this settlement officer. Yes, of course I've got that much. The classified container. Where is it? Crash Millie. You are... oh, Christ, you're miles away. I suppose I could always... I know where it is. Alright, let's head over to that. We'll get that sorted, and then we'll deal with the we'll do the town next episode. I'll see you in a mo. Alright, we're up over near the hotel actually, but we're going to play this sensible. We're going to leave our vehicle here and we're going to swim across. Just because it's probably quicker than going all the way around. Running that short distance and clearing that petrol station, because that's where it is. It's a little gas station. Probably quicker. And then we'll see what we get in that loot container. We've got 3 laptops to do, which we can do possibly next episode. We'll probably have a few more laptops by that point as well. Just keep my eyes open. Oh God! No, we're going to stay on mission. I mean, the bandits are likely to have some good stuff, but let's stay on brief. Boop, 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 boop. My stamina's a bit cooked. A nice sniper rifle would be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be nice, another thing. But of course, if I get a nice sniper rifle, it's probably going to be something that runs a 300 Win Mag. Which is not ideal when you haven't got a lot of it. I'd kind of prefer something that just runs 308. I also need to find a way down, which is probably from the other side, which is a bit of a pain. Well, I can always slide down. Anybody? I have noticed that they are not drawing in. There's one there, look. The undead as much. So have they been nerfed in their pulling power? Are they no longer as attractive to members of the opposite undead sex? Is their perfume no longer working? Odor zombie. Well, if there's anybody here, we'll find out in a minute. No, I didn't search you actually. Okay, fair enough. We'll have a look at these. These often have some good stuff. He says as it has no good stuff. Shop. Fire extinguisher. And a freezer. And behind me, behind that point there, is this. So let's start off with hide UI, get a screenshot, and now let's see what we get. Something good, something good, something good, something good. I've had worse. Battle ready Glock, which means I can take this off. We can put the battle ready Glock over. We can get the 18 round magazine out of it, and we can stick the suppressor on. We can stick the tactical light, the 50 round mag, the thing, and that, and you can be sold. Perfect. We'll keep hold of the magazine though. I don't know whether I've got actually any decent stuff for the battle ready clock, but you know what, there are worse. That's 32 damage to 23. You know, it's a significantly better thing, and it also does full auto, so but I think that will probably do us for this episode. I'm going to get myself back to my van, and then and maybe drive back up to the Hoofer, the settlement, and next episode I think we are going to take on that town. We're going to bite the bullet and go for it. And as much as I am tempted to go and do those bandits, I am not. I'm going to behave myself. So until next time, thanks for watching guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.